Welcome back to HT Travel. I know you left yesterday without finishing the video, which made us feel sad, but it's okay. Prepare a glass of water and watch this video. Did you know that there is a place in Europe that is both ancient and fairy tale-like and vibrant with colorful festivals? That is the Czech Republic, a tourist paradise waiting for you to explore. From the magnificent capital of Prague with its winding stone bridges, to the peaceful villages in the middle of lush green valleys, this place will captivate you at first sight. If you love this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and leave a comment below the video. So what is making millions of tourists fall in love with this place? Join me on this journey of discovery right now, you won't want to miss it. Located in the heart of Europe, this country is like a hidden gem among its four neighbors Germany, Austria, Slovakia, and Poland. With an area of only about 49,000 square kilometers, this place possesses natural beauty and cultural depth that will surprise anyone. The terrain is a mix of undulating hills and vast plateaus, creating a scene that is both poetic and majestic. The temperate continental climate brings for distinct seasons. Warm summers are ideal for exploring, while winters are covered in white snow like paintings, making the ancient villages magical. This country is not only beautiful because of its nature, but also attractive because of its long history with events and rebirths. It is this history that has created a strong national identity and unique culture that we will explore together right after this. The history of this country is a beautiful, epic picture with dramatic and proud chapters. In the Middle Ages, this land once shone under the name of the Kingdom of Bohemia, a leading center of power and culture in Europe. Magnificent castles, bustling festivals, and sublime academia created an unforgettable golden age. When it became part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, this country continued to play an important role in the history of the continent. Entering the 20th century, a major turning point occurred. In 1918, Czechoslovakia was born, marking the beginning of modern independence. And in 1993, the historic Velvet Divorce gave birth to the Czech Republic, a young, ambitious, and courageous country. Joining the EU in 2004, the Czech Republic affirmed its international position. But to truly feel the soul of this country, we must step into the cultural world where the past and present blend together in a fascinating way. The culture of the Czech Republic is a multifaceted mosaic, blending a deep Slavic spirit with strong German and Austrian influences, creating a culture that is both ancient and vibrant, deeply European, yet uniquely its own. Classical music is the pride of the Czech people, with famous names such as Antonín Dvořák and Bedřich Smetana leaving their mark on world music history. The architecture here is a wonderful visual journey, from sophisticated Baroque, mysterious Gothic, to graceful Renaissance. Every street corner is a work of art. The rich festival culture, from lively beer festivals to colorful wedding ceremonies, proves that the Czechs know how to enjoy life. And to fully experience the soul of this country, there is northwest better place than the capital Prague, the pearl of Europe. Prague is not only the heart of the Czech Republic, but also the jewel of Europe, where every street and cobblestone tells the story of more than 1,000 years of history. Every step here is to step into a fairy tale world, where the past and present blend enchantingly. The highlight is Prague Castle, the largest ancient castle in the world, standing majestically on a hill, overlooking the Vltava River, a symbol of power and art. At the foot of the castle is Charles Bridge, a historic stone bridge, where ancient statues have witnessed centuries. The astronomical clock, the oldest clock in the world still working, is a unique masterpiece of art. The Old Town Square, with its colorful buildings and bustling atmosphere, is the living soul of the city. Prague is not just a destination, but a romantic emotional experience. After a journey of discovery, don't forget to enjoy Czech cuisine, an unforgettable adventure for the taste buds. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. Czech cuisine is a journey of rich flavors, long-standing traditions mixed with unique creativity. One of the must-try dishes is svikova tender beef stew, served with a rich cream sauce, served with steamed bread, a culinary experience that is both warm and sophisticated. No less attractive is Czech-style goulash, rich and smooth, often enjoyed with bread or dumplings, bringing a feeling of complete satiety. When walking through the old streets or bustling markets, the alluring aroma of Trdelník's sweet tube cakes grilled over coals, covered with sugar and walnuts, will be hard to resist. And of course, don't forget Czech beer, the pride of the nation, with famous brands such as Pilsner Urquell or Budvar. Once your taste buds have been pampered, let the Czech nature with its green forests, rivers, lakes and mountains captivate your soul. The Czech Republic attracts visitors not only with its nature and history, but also with its modern, knowledgeable and dynamic society. The education system here is very developed, with prestigious universities such as Charles University, founded in 1348, one of the oldest in Europe, training many generations of intellectuals who have made great contributions to science and art. Economically, the Czech Republic has a strong industrial base, especially in the automotive industry, with the globally famous Škoda brand. Cities such as Prague and Brno are not only economic and educational centers, but also offer a high quality of life, with good infrastructure and a clean environment. However, the real vitality of this country lies in the Czech people, resilient, thoughtful and culturally rich individuals. The Czech people are known for their friendliness, openness, and deep national pride. They have built a culture of independence and resilience over generations. Their freedom-loving spirit was evident in their historical struggles, especially the Velvet Revolution of 1989, when the communist regime was overthrown, ushering in a new era. The Czech way of life is a harmonious combination of simplicity and modernity, tradition and innovation. Despite living in a rapidly developing world, the Czech people still preserve traditional cultural values, from rituals to daily routines. This creates a society that is both strong and flexible, ready to accept change while preserving its own identity. And behind these characteristics are many interesting facts about the country and its people that promise to surprise you. In the heart of Prague, the capital city known as the heart of Europe, the Vltava River gently meanders like a soft silk ribbon embracing the ancient city. And on the surface of that water, there is an image that fascinates many tourists and moves many artists, that is the flocks of proud and elegant white swans, as if coming out of a fairy tale painting. Swans on the Vltava River are not just birds, but a living symbol of the peaceful and poetic beauty of Prague. Every morning, when the gentle sunlight shines on the sparkling river surface, the swans begin to part the waves, gliding in the tranquility like a whispering symphony. In that scene, sometimes just a wooden chair by the riverbank, a cup of hot coffee, and watching the swans leisurely float by, is enough to calm people's hearts, as if forgetting all the hustle and bustle of life. At sunset, the Vltava water surface turns a brilliant pink-orange color. The swans' shadows are reflected on the river, like classical dancers of nature. They are quiet, graceful, unhurried, reflecting the spirit of the Czech people, loving nature, cherishing peace, and always preserving the soft values of life. The presence of white swans also contributes to the unique charm of the famous Charles Bridge, where visitors come not only to admire the magnificent Gothic architecture, but also to immerse themselves in the vibrant natural landscape where people and birds share a peaceful space. For the people of Prague, swans are not bound by iron cages or any limits. They are free citizens, symbolizing the pure beauty and longevity of the Vltava River for centuries. And then, when leaving the city, the last image that lingers in many people's minds is probably not the massive castle or the ancient church, but the white swan quietly floating on the Vltava, a beauty that is not noisy, but haunting, charming and poetic. Zameka Zarada Castle in Český Krumlov is not only a royal garden, but also a vivid picture reflecting the enchanting beauty of a golden age in Central European history. Located right behind the ancient Český Krumlov castle, the Zameka Zarada garden is like a fairy tale world, where people can step into the space of art, nature and peace. This is not simply a place to stroll, but a visual journey, where every little corner can make you stop and let your soul follow each flower bush, tree branch, or Baroque architectural detail. Built in the 17th century, the garden bears the mark of European royal architecture with straight tree-lined avenues, intricately carved fountains, and ancient stone statues hidden among the lush green grass. Each season of the year, Zameka Zarada takes on a new look. Spring is brilliant with blooming flowers, summer is full of vitality, autumn is dyed with golden leaves, and winter is quiet under a layer of pure white snow. In particular, the open-air theater with a unique revolving stage in the middle of the garden is a rare artistic highlight, where performances in the middle of nature make visitors feel like they are lost in a dream. From the garden, you can enjoy a panoramic view of the town of Český Krumlov with its characteristic red-orange roofs, and the winding Vltava river. The peaceful space, fresh air, and both magnificent and poetic beauty make this place one of the destinations not to be missed when coming to the Czech Republic. Zameka Zarada is not only a place to preserve the beauty of the past, but also a place to awaken emotions, inspire and remind people of the wonderful harmony between nature and art. Nestled in the peaceful countryside of a corner of Europe is a scene that makes people feel moved, where ancient windmills stretch out among the green grasslands, gently rotating in the wind like the breath of time. The rustling sound of wheat fields, the chirping of birds welcoming the new day, and the silhouettes of red-roofed wooden houses looming behind hedges of wild flowers all create a poetic, quiet, and nostalgic picture. Windmills, symbols of diligence and ingenuity, are not only tools in agricultural production, but also witnesses to many historical ups and downs. Wooden gears, large blades covered with green moss, gray stone walls darkened by time, evoke the image of an ancient Europe, when people lived in harmony with nature, using the wind as strength, and taking advantage of every breath of Mother Earth to nurture life. However, in a contrasting space nearby, there is an abandoned airplane park, a strange, unique and cinematic place. The old, rusty aircraft wrecks, once the embodiment of speed and modernity, now lie silently among the overgrown weeds. It is a place where the past and the present intersect, where one can imagine thousands of stories about war, journeys, and the people who have passed through. That space has a mysterious, nostalgic beauty, and especially attracts those who love photography, art and difference. The contrast between the ancient windmill and the abandoned airplane park creates a unique scene, where the beauty of tradition and the ruins of modernity coexist, evoking contemplation about the flow of time and beauty that is never lost, whether in the form of a peaceful fairy tale or in the form of seemingly forgotten memories. In the vast space of seemingly barren lands, solar panels grow like fields of light of the future. Thousands of shiny black panels stretch out in straight rows, capturing the brilliant golden rays of the sun. In the bright sunlight, they operate quietly, without noise, without dust, simply converting light into electricity, providing clean energy for thousands of households and industrial zones. Seen from above, solar farms look like giant mirrors reflecting the sky, creating a scene that is both modern and aesthetic. They are not only symbols of technological progress, but also a strong declaration of a sustainable future and responsibility for the green planet. In many places, these farms are also combined with agriculture, creating a model of solar agriculture, where trees are still grown under the panels, both protecting against the sun and saving space and resources. Another miracle is that places that were once abandoned, deserted or saline lands that seemed useless, have become ideal locations for developing solar energy. Thanks to technology, humans have learned how to revive those lands into new sources of life. There, instead of noisy and polluted factories, there is only the silence of nature and the invisible movement of sunlight. Solar farms not only bring electricity, but also bring hope. Hope for a world that no longer depends on fossil fuels, for a healed planet, and for a modern life associated with environmental responsibility. That is the beauty of technology in harmony with nature, a testament to the intelligence, creativity, and awakening of mankind in the 21st century. The nature of the Czech Republic is a wonderful symphony of wild rocks, forests, and water. The most prominent is the Bohemian Switzerland National Park, where giant limestone blocks stand tall in the deep forest, creating a magical scene like in a fairy tale. This is an ideal paradise for those who love quiet and majestic nature. In winter, the Krkonos Range becomes a paradise for ski enthusiasts, with great slopes and a picturesque snow-covered landscape. Not only mountains and rocks, the Czech Republic also owns a large system of lakes, rivers and forests, bringing fresh air and rare peace, an ideal place for relaxation, hiking or camping. Nature is not only a beautiful backdrop, but also the soul of this country. And to better understand a modern Czech Republic, let's explore the education system, the economy, and the bustling and dynamic life of the people here. The Czech Republic is a country full of interesting and surprising facts that will leave anyone who explores it in awe. You will surely be surprised to know that this country owns more than 2,000 castles, a record number in Europe, making it an ideal paradise for those who are passionate about history and classical architecture. The capital city of Prague, with its beauty intact after World War II, is one of the rare cities in the world that has retained its ancient architecture, providing an unforgettable experience. Moreover, the Czech Republic is also the birthplace of the word robot in the famous play by Karel Čapek in 1920, opening a new chapter for global culture and science. These facts are just a part of the wonders that this country has to offer, and there are certainly many more interesting things waiting for you to discover. The Czech Republic, a small but charming country, is an ideal destination for those who love the combination of classic and modern. From magnificent castles, cities with deep historical imprints, to diverse cultures, the Czech Republic always welcomes visitors with wonderful experiences. Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, is a shining gem in the heart of Europe, where ancient streets, historic bridges, and long-standing culture create a picture that is both romantic and impressive. Moreover, Czech beer, famous worldwide, is also an indispensable part of the journey of discovery. If you love stories about unique countries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below the video, share your feelings, and follow the next videos to continue exploring the world.